The Amazon hit series The Boys is going to be premiering season 4 sometime in 2024. We've got some news that's come out today from the showrunner, Eric Kripke, right now on the Sundowners Club. First of all, before we get into the news around The Boys, what do you think about the show in its first 3 seasons?
Definitely the best show on Amazon, I think.
Okay.
Which I don't know if that's saying that much. But, I mean, they've had some attempts. They've had some shows that we've covered that I don't really think,
Yeah, there's been some
really
shows
hits.
that have potential. The Josh Brolin show,
Um,
trying to think of the title of that, but there's been some shows that have been nothing close to The Boys.
no, I think it's definitely the best show they have. And it's carried by just, I think, 2 great characters, 2 great actors.
Homelander and Billy Butcher.
Yeah, which is
They carry the show.
And then last season you had Soldier Boy, which I thought was great too.
And we'll get into Jensen Ackles in a second, but I thought he was a great addition to season 3.
But I think it's gradually gotten better too. I thought the first season was good, but I think it keeps getting better every season as well, which there's a lot of shows that don't do that. They fall off immediately, and the show just keeps getting better.
This makes the news today. If you're a fan of The Boys, this is going to make you happy. Because originally, the showrunner, Eric Kripke, back in 2020, said there was a 5-season arc for the show. And now he's backtracking on that. According to Dark Horizons, he's quoted as saying, the future of the show, he has a terrible track record of predicting. He says, I've since realized that literally no one in history is worse at predicting the amount of seasons of a show. Literally, I've learned my lesson. I've stopped predicting how many seasons these shows go. You will find out in hindsight. What's happened is they've got a show that is a spinoff called Gen V. You haven't watched Gen V. I have. I like it. I don't love it. I like it. Just it doesn't have Homelander, doesn't have Billy Butcher,
Right.
but it's okay. It's borderline getting into a little bit too preachy for me.
Oh.
But I'm okay right now. As long as it stays on the story.
Hasn't ruined it for you yet.
Hasn't ruined it, but you can tell there's a potential for them to go off the deep end and be
just about everything now, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's tough to have content come out now and have them not preached to in some way. But so the Gen V show is doing well, and they've already greenlit it, renewed it for a second season, and now they're talking about The Boys going well beyond season 5. And so,
as much as I like it, that concerns me, actually.
You think that you need to have a beginning, middle, and end, and to just extend it because it's popular?
I mean, the source material is actually a pretty short comic, and they've already deviated from that quite a bit. And I will say, like, the stuff that they've done different actually isn't bad. I mean, it's worked well and been very entertaining. But I mean, they're just kind of working on their own now, and you're taking what was really a pretty short comic and making it into, just letting it ramble on forever. I just don't want it to end up like The Walking Dead.
Well, Eric Kripke, when he referenced that he was horrible at making predictions, he was the showrunner for Supernatural.
Yeah.
And Supernatural,
the show went forever.
He was with it for the first 5 seasons and then exited stage right. That show went for 15 seasons.
Yeah, that's insane.
And, a lot of people would say that was probably too long. But that's where we got Jensen Ackles. And now we have Jensen Ackles showing up as Soldier Boy in The Boys season 3. And so, I like the fact that he's backtracking on the whole 5-season thing because, look, I mean, you've got a story to tell. There's nothing wrong with having a few additional seasons as long as you don't sacrifice the story.
They need a hit. Amazon desperately needs a hit. If that's their most popular show, which I believe it is, they'll milk it till it can't be milked anymore. And unfortunately, that doesn't mean it's gonna keep the high quality.
Well, at the end of the day, you're gonna have Gen V that go for at least 2 seasons, maybe more.
Yeah.
And because they're
it's all about shared universes now.
These are college kids that are at a place called God U, and university setting. But so won't spoil anything there. But it's got potential. It's got potential. The story is there, and from what we're reading online and we're hearing, there's going to tie into The Boys season 4, the end of Gen V season 1. So good news if you're a fan of The Boys. I'm certainly a fan of it. It's one of my top 5 or 6 shows,
yeah, me too,
series that on streaming that I've watched. Definitely in the top 10 for me. So, glad to see that they're open to extending that story arc beyond 5 seasons, because we're already headed towards season 4. So look forward to getting that release date, seeing some footage of season 4, and then wrapping up season 1 of Gen V and seeing where they take the show. Wanted to be able to cover that, and obviously anytime we can see more Soldier Boy, I'll take that. I enjoyed Jensen Ackles on Smallville. I enjoyed him on Supernatural as Dean Winchester. And
I wasn't a fan of Supernatural. It's got a hardcore fan base, but
I liked it for what it was.
My wife loves it, but it had that cheesy WB era, which, some people love that. I just couldn't get over that.
And didn't he play Red Hood in the animated Batman?
Yeah, he's played the voice of Batman before. He's actually a very good voice of Batman. Now that Kevin Conroy passed away, which is sad, of course. He might be someone that takes that over. But I thought he was great in that role.
Soldier Boy, his best role probably.
Live action role, absolutely.
Yeah, if they build upon it. So we'll be here to cover The Boys season 4 as more information comes out. Wanted to bring this latest update to you from Eric Kripke on expanding beyond 5 seasons. Let us know what you think. What are you looking forward to in season 4 of The Boys? Are you watching Gen V, the spinoff show on Amazon? What do you think about that show? Smash that like button. Let us know what you think. Leave a comment. Hit the notifications bell. And most importantly, hit subscribe so we can continue to grow our channel and TCB.